Okay, so I set it to the length of FG. Then from one of the points, let's start with Y. I'm going to draw an arc that's that size. Because I know that I want to move Y the length of FG. I'm not totally sure what direction yet, so I'm going to draw an arc that shows all the places it could be.
What do you mean by that size? Oh, wait.
So the same size as FG. So set it to FG, and then draw an arc that big. Okay, then I'm going to measure between the top of my vector and Y. So I'm going to measure and set my compass to the distance between F and Y. What'd you say? Yes, you're on the right track. Okay, so it's the distance between F and Y now. And then from G, so now I move the pointy end of my compass down to G, and I draw an arc of that size from G. And where they intersect is Y prime. Alright, so I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to repeat it with the next one. So again, the first step is to measure, set your compass to the size of the arc, or the vector. So I'm going to set my compass to the length of FG. Then this time I think I'll do X. So I'm going to draw an arc of that size from X. Yes, Benjamin? Okay, so I measure the distance with my compass. So I set my compass to the length of my vector. And then from whichever point I'm translating, so I'm going to translate X. So I draw an arc of that size. Yes?
I want to do the steps, but should we write down the steps?
If you want to write down the steps, you can. I could write them down too. So set compass to size of vector. From point that you're translating, draw, I'm running out of space, arc of that. Hey, some people on their quizzes are writing the word arch instead of arc. And arc in geometry is A-R-C, not A-R-K and not A-R-C-H.
Oh, okay.
A-R-C. I wasn't speaking to Dylan specifically, but thank you, Deshante.
I write.
Okay, so from the point that I'm translating, draw arc of that size. So I did that from X. My step 3 is I measure between the top of the vector and my point. So measure between top of vector and point. So I'm going to set my compass to the distance between F and X. Okay, and then from the bottom of my vector, so from the arrow side, I'm going to draw an arc of that size that intersects the other arc. And that is X prime now. Good. So the last step is from the arrow end of vector, draw arc of that size. Intersection. Okay, so the intersection with your first arc is your point. So let's do it one more time. Actually, I'm going to have you do point Z, and I'll walk around and help you make sure you've got it. And when you're done, you can connect all 3 points. All right, so I'm going to give you until 2:07 to finish up your shape. That's 2 more minutes to translate the last point.